But I do want to talk about the updated Johnny Somali stuff. We got some updated Johnny Somali news. So do you guys wanna go take a look at it real quick? Let's go take a look at it, shall we? Let's see what our good boy Johnny Somali's been up to the last time we've checked. No, you're good. You do not have to apologize for you not showing up in my streams. You don't need to apologize, you know? If you guys got shit to do, you know, you guys got shit to do. You guys aren't mandatory to be here. You know, it's not like I put a gun next to your guys' head that you gotta show up to my stream every single time, you know? That's not how it works around here. You show up, you show up. If you don't, you don't, you know? You know, you got some things you gotta do IRL, you know? It is what it is. He finally started to farm rice. Is he started to farm the rice or the cabbages? Let's see. Let's find out. What's the new update? What's the new TLDR around the block, Atozy? Tell us what's in the news today.
Might go down as the dumbest influencer ever create content for the internet because he truly thinks nothing will ever happen to him, even though he's already pleaded guilty to multiple charges in his ongoing Korean criminal case. And still, he's out on the street racking up more and more felonies daily while all of this is going on. And I've been covering influencers doing stupid stuff for over a decade now, and I've never seen someone continue to commit felonies in a foreign country while having an ongoing criminal trial. It's like he wants to be stuck there forever. And clearly this has taken a massive toll on him and his only friend who's financially supporting him.
Okay,
as his family seems to have started to cut him off from family funds. So I guess instead of reeling things in and trying to behave, he wants to find out exactly how much time South Korea can possibly give him. I think his confidence is still high because, you know, when he went to Japan, they let him go with only 3 months of jail time. But the big difference here, though, is in Japan, he was thrown in jail and therefore he stopped committing felonies while he was in jail. Now in South Korea, they have a different approach where they travel ban him and let him provide for himself rather than the South Korean taxpayer. This seems to have kind of driven the guy crazy because now he's basically broke, banned on every streaming platform. So because of that, he has no real way of making any decent money. We found out that he wasn't being paid on party, meaning he did this whole shirtless dancing stunt and then got arrested for zero upside. Not only is he the dumbest influencer, but also the most pathetic. But what he seemingly doesn't realize is the more felonies he documents himself doing, the more charges he'll inevitably get, and the longer his criminal trial will take, or trials, because there could easily be multiple trials here, meaning he will continue to be stuck in Korea. So instead of switching things up and actually behaving to get a lighter sentence, he starts threatening the Korean government and another YouTuber. Then he gets detained again by the police for doing some stunt in the park, and then to top everything off, for a small donation, he goes back out to taunt people the same day he was already detained, and 20 minutes later, the police were back on him. So we have quite a few things to talk about today, so let's start off with the strategical pivot at the Johnny Somali HQ.
If Korea does not let me out of Korea, I'm telling you right now, it is a danger to the Korean women. I have had so much with Korean women while I've been locked here. I don't wear any when I these Korean women.
Okay, buddy. Sure that you get a lot of fucking pussy. Sure you do. You definitely get laid. Totally. Yeah. And I have like, and I take 5 guys or so, you know, every single night. Right. I
don't get
unbelievable
any STD
this guy.
Like these Korean women. I don't get any STD tests when I fuck these Korean women. And I make sure to spread whatever I have to all of these Korean women. And the police can't stop me. The government can't stop me.
Does he think that will help him? That is a crazy thing to say when you're in a criminal trial. Now, I would be worried for the Korean citizens if he could pull anything else but his roommate Hank. I don't know why, but it's always the dudes who get zero play who brag about getting so much play. And again, he is his own star witness to that as well, because he admitted he doesn't get anything there. I mean, the guy is even denied from the places where you pay for it.
I haven't had pussy since fucking, September.
Okay, do you guys want to know what happened when I went to the red light district with Hank? I'll tell y'all the story. The other day we went to the red light district, and the reason I didn't stream it is because every single we met in the red light district was like, no black, no black, no black.
So it's just more empty words from this guy. But the judge and prosecution doesn't know that, especially after he doubled down.
But when I go to Japan in 2029, I'm gonna pull a Harrison. I kind of like what Harrison is doing. I like how Harrison is doing the super spreader stuff.
What?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say it right here to the camera. I'm not scared. If I ever caught HIV, I would become a super spreader.
Bruh.
I'll say it right now.
He said.
I don't care. If I ever caught HIV, I'm gonna become a super spreader.
Dude's entire existence is just being a net loss to
Jesus.
society. It's safe to say he's going to be the most fascinating test to the South Korean legal system because his entire strategy here
I
is
can't wait to see the documentary videos of this guy. There's just so much. It's gonna be like a 3 or 4 hour long video of literally of Johnny Somali because there's just so much stuff about it, you know. There's just like so much shenanigans. For the new Ramsey video, that's hard. No one will even pay to. Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
to disrespect South Korea as much as possible for some attention on his stream. Dude is essentially trading his freedom and life.
It'll
to
probably be a
this
Muujin video.
edgy middle school class clown. Now, I'm hoping this is just empty words like everything else he says, but just like in all the other videos covering the guy, he will inevitably make things worse for himself as he decided to threaten to give the YouTube creator Legal Mindset HIV.
Legal mindset. I don't need to fight that. I'll walk past it, inject them with some HIV blood with a needle. Legal mindset.
See, that's a very specific threat against a very specific person. That's actually gets me. So that is what you would call, and that's a threat. And that's what you call a pinprick attack, which is, you can Google it. There's actually Wikipedia pages about it. There's stuff like that about it. That is very much criminal to threaten, to talk about. And in many countries, there's actually specific statutes that relate to that legally.
I mean, the fact that he even goes out and says that shows how much of a lowlife this guy is. But on top of that, Legal Mindset goes into detail on what these threats to the Korean public could mean for Johnny.
But in Korea, if you actually went over and threatened people with HIV, you could be guilty of any of these things: injury, attempted injury, serious injury, special threat, attempted crime, murder. Also, Korea has a special statute, a special law called the Acquired Immunodeficiency Syndrome, that's AIDS, Prevention Act. Article 19, prohibition on conduct risking transmission. What does that carry? I know you all want to know, and that is 10 years in jail. So 10 years under that statute for any conduct that would involve that. So that would be stacking on top of his already full stack of issues, 10 years in potential years in prison. That's a maximum penalty there.
Wow.
So naturally, Johnny panics and starts backtracking, saying that was all hypothetical and in Minecraft or whatever. But dude, that's not going to cover you legally. And he's realized how bad things are for him, hence why his new plan is to eventually flee South Korea, apparently.
Going to Incheon, I'm renting a boat or an inflatable raft.
What?
And I'm going to stream sailing to international waters. As soon as I hit international water, can't touch me.
That sounds like a great way to drown. So what's the plan?
Man, if he gets lost at sea, man, that's all his fault at the end of the day. So
Here. Is he just trying to sail to Japan where he's also banned? Because if he was going from Busan, his options are Japan or I guess North Korea if he goes all the way up the coastline. But there's a whole bunch of Korean islands on the way to Japan. So there's no way he's going to make it to international waters. He'll just get arrested again. Yeah, and that would be cool, Arling, except he didn't say Busan, he said Incheon, which is even worse for him because then he only has North Korea and China and a whole bunch of Korean islands outside of Incheon. Great. Let's continue the video. But a lot of people have also been asking how his family are reacting to his antics. And he's actually
Wait, his family finally reacted to what's going on? Oh, this is gonna be real good to hear this. Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
This before he was detained in Korea. So I can only imagine how they feel after all of this now.
You guys are my family. I'm not gonna lie. Like I told you guys, my family disowned me. My dad the other day, I was like, do I really cause you that much stress? And my dad told me, you caused the whole world stress. I'm ashamed to be your father. I was like, what? Dad, really? What? If I had a son and he turned out like Ramsey, like John, I would be proud. This is a world enigma.
The only thing that makes Johnny
What the fuck? Are you serious? Ah, my lord. Oh man, this guy is super fucking delusional. He would be proud of his fucking son if he did the same shit that he does. That is the most craziest thing to hear that out of some dude. I'm hoping he does not reproduce with anybody, to be honest. Nobody needs a Johnny Somali, junior walking around.
enigma is how stupid he acts. It's actually baffling. I've never seen a human being slowly self-sabotage and destroy his own life over the span of a few years
Pretty
for
much.
a handful of live stream viewers. At least not to this degree. This is just breaking records for being an absolute lowlife.
Why would you not be proud of this? Why would you not be proud of this? The only thing I'm really tripping over is because my dad told me he does not want me to have kids. He literally said, do not reproduce. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just go back to crashing out. Y'all don't like me anyway. I'll make a new family. You can't choose your family, guys, but you can make a new one.
This guy picked a parasocial relationship with some viewers who hate him and want to see him either arrested or worse
That's
over his
funny.
own family.
That's
the
fucking
judgment
funny.
on this one is phenomenal. But clearly, when people poke him about this, it really strikes a nerve.
My father told me not to have kids. Yes, he said that. But for you to take that and make that a joke is not a fucking game. It's not fucking funny. Yes, my father said, do not have kids. He did say that. I'm gonna be honest. He did say that. I don't care.
Yeah, that reaction says otherwise, but will he take this as a wake-up call? Absolutely not. As
Course.
he was just detained in
Grab
Korea
his dick
multiple
and
times.
twist it!
Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude. This is
You
too much.
twist that dick!
Twist his dick!
Twist his dick!
Oh my god.
Oh, dick twist!
In one single live stream.
What's your name? What's your name?
What's your name?
What's your name?
아,
Ah, hell nah.
이거는 왜 꺼내시는 거예요?
이거는 What's your name?
영국 깃발
No, I can film you.
일본 깃발
You in public. What?
그냥 대응하지만 괜찮아.
Back up.
영국 깃발 일본 깃발 밟으면서 유비로스 정문으로.
We in the park. Ah, here it come. Here it come. It's crazy. You guys see? Police state. This is a police state. Don't listen to these police.
Don't speak, don't speak.
Don't speak. I don't. Shut
여기
up.
있는 거 좀 볼게요. 뭔가.
These dudes are for some reason still acting like they're in America. Meanwhile, Hank was deported from the US. He can't even be here legally. And Johnny,
Wait, Hank was deported from the US? Okay, that I did not know about that actually. What the fuck? I feel like I keep learning new information about this whole entire situation, you know? Freaking Johnny Somali's girlfriend over there, you know?
can't legally engage in any political protests in South Korea, and that's exactly what he's doing here with his buddy Hank, waving around some CCP flag and stomping on other flags for attention online. But Hank ends up actually getting fined for this. And all of this went down in a 9-hour-long live stream. But throughout this stream, it becomes more and more noticeable that Hank is upset with his fine. And this is the first time that he's received legal repercussions for hanging out with Johnny. And let's be real, the only reason they're out doing this was to entertain Johnny's viewers. But
it's about time that he's starting to learn a little bit. Wow, he got a fine or so, and he's like, oh, he's so mad. Why did I get a fine or so? Why am I getting charged or so? Blah, blah, blah. Why am I getting a ticket? I wonder why. Yeah.
Johnny, he was gonna make it up to him with a couples massage, but not before they do a desktop stream first. And here, he announces when he's finished with the Johnny Somali shtick, he'll be a doctor.
I think I'm gonna go to medical school after this Johnny Somali arc is over.
I mean, on the bright side, at least you would be doing something positive for society, but good luck to anyone that has to be this guy's patient. To be honest though, I don't think he's being serious at all because he immediately starts talking about the future of his live streaming career. He also apparently view-botted the stream as he was celebrating having 8,000 live concurrent viewers.
Okay, buddy. Yeah, totally. He has 8,000 live concurrent viewers. Totally, yeah. What streaming career? He has no streaming career. This is why Hank is fed up with him. I feel like he is. I think he's gonna reach a breaking point. There's only so much a person can handle, and I feel like there will be a breaking point for Mr. Hank, you know?
But the only issue with that is his VOD only has 15,000 total views days after the stream. If those 8,000 viewers were concurrent viewers and they were actually real, you would have like anywhere from like 150,000 to maybe 500,000 views on that VOD. So there's basically a 0% chance that these views were legit. But he also announced his plans for his next trial.
I went to a tailor in Korea and we got my customized outfit, and it's gonna be ready by Monday. Let's just say I told the tailor make it extra pointy. Extra pointy.
Huh?
We got some shit ready for the court. They got mad at me for wearing an oversized suit. Let's see how mad they get this time. What I wear. Let's see. That's all I want to say. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna leak nothing. I went to the tailor and I got that shit extra ready. I got it just like Kanye.
Is it all black or all white?
All black, just like Kanye. Just like Kanye.
Again, I mean, this dude is completely willing to throw away his freedom to entertain the handful of viewers who watch his streams. He's just the prime example of influencer Darwinism. My guess here is he's just realized he's destroyed his life and he wants to make it as entertaining as possible for himself.
I guess so,
until he
I guess.
inevitably gets thrown into Korean prison. I also forgot to mention that apparently they're not happy with the local news coverage of them, so they wanted to show up to their offices.
BC. The JBC News building is not even open. Who's the news that was talking shit about us?
JTBC.
So you want to go? You down to go to the headquarters?
Yes, and
Live.
and like demand an interview.
That's a good content live.
Actually demand an interview.
What the fuck?
Me and Hank go to the Korean news channel that has been talking the most shit about us, and we show up to their headquarters live, and on YouTube live on this channel and Hank's channel.
Dude, look at this guy, dude. He's so like, he's just so tired of it, man. Look at him, dude. He doesn't want to do this. Why is he still doing this? Look at this guy, dude. He looks so miserable.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
Dude, he is so done. He's just so done of it. He just doesn't want to do it anymore.
And we tell these we want to interview now, and we're not leaving till you call the police now.
So in case you were wondering why they were mad, they covered how he's ran out of money and that Hank is now asking for donations to continue to cover and pay for Johnny. So after the desktop stream, they decided to finally go to that couples massage. But before they got there, Hank had to defend Johnny.
Somali! Hi! Chingu! What? What the f? Yo! Wait! Why you wanna fight? Chingu! Chingu!
After Hank defended Johnny, Johnny canceled the couples massage as he would rather just go and stream. So they parted ways.
Alright, man. Go get your massage 2 hours. I'll go chill at the house.
Johnny leaves and goes back to the house because, as he states, he can't be outside alone because, you know, the Golden Goblin game is still going on over there.
Really?
Yes, I can't be out here solo unless Gookanto is gonna pull through.
And he's also openly admitted to being scared of walking around by himself out there due to being targeted.
Please don't say OD God. I have a PTSD when you say OD God. Please, I don't want to hear that word. That's OD God is like hearing the N-word to me, bro.
That word is what the dude who knocked him out said just before knocking him out, which translates to, where are you going? But continuing the live stream, Johnny makes a mistake.
Chat, another bottle of wine or what?
Oh no, let me get.
Chat, another bottle of wine or what? Let me
no.
see one's in the chat.
Oh no.
One's in the chat, another bottle of wine.
Oh no.
So he buys the bottle of wine, goes back upstairs, and I guess gets even more drunk, and that makes him brave enough to go back outside, all by himself.
Oh my God. Oh, it's the police. I'm gone. It's the police. I'm running from the police. I'm gone. It's the police. Oh, I'm gone. Someone called the police. Someone called the police. Oh, open. I'm closing the door. I'm closing the door on the cops. I'm closing the door on the cops. Go. Someone call the cops. I swear to God.
What the
No.
fuck? Take care, Taylor. Be
Clearly,
safe, hon.
he should have been wandering outside. He should have just stayed at home. So he got away from the police. Unsure if that could count as fleeing from the police, considering they actually had their lights on. But then for some reason, he decided to go back downstairs. Because remember, he lets his live stream chat make his life decisions for him.
Bruh.
The same people that want him either arrested or worse.
One in the chat go down. One in the chat go down. You think I'm lying? One in the chat go down. One in the chat go down. One in the chat go down.
Yeah, take
5-7.
care, hon. Take care. Be
I swear
safe.
they were for me. I'm going down. I'm not scared. What the fuck did they do to me? They harassed me. I'm gonna go what they want. Oh, they for me. Oh, they for me. I'm closing. Oh, no. Goodbye. What you want? What do you want?
그 조용히 해야 돼. calm.
Huh? I'm YouTube live. I'm calm down.
그 calm down. Calm down.
You can tell the police are just so fed up with him at this point because they clearly have to deal with him on the regular. So they just end up telling him to go back home.
Go away from me.
찍지 말라고.
Did you go?
찍지 말라고.
Okay, bye-bye.
찍지 마.
Yeah, I'm scamming. Go away.
찍지 말라고.
Go away.
No.
Okay. Go away. Stupid ass. Go away. Hey, go away. Go away.
Bro, I swear to God, if this wasn't America, he'd definitely already be arrested by now.
Hey, go.
Picture.
Huh?
So finally, they let him go back into Hank's apartment. So a lot of people are now speculating that Hank called the cops on Johnny when he left the apartment again, telling the cops that, hey, my friend is drunk and needs to go back home again or something, which honestly isn't unlikely at this point. And we also have a recent clip that came out of Hank promising that he's going to sort out a place for Johnny to live. I'm assuming on either his money or his family's money.
What?
Because that apartment that both of them are living in is tiny. Johnny's been there for months. I can only imagine how irritating it is to live with Johnny there. And then on top of that, having to be Johnny's sugar dad while you're living in a tiny apartment with him, I can only imagine how frustrating that is. So it's
Damn, dude. I guess that's one way to get a sugar dad, I guess. I guess that's one way, I guess, you know? I guess it kind of works.
not super far-fetched that he ended up calling the cops on him. And Johnny hasn't streamed since that night, so who knows? Will he stream before his next court date, or will he just show up to that court date in his pointy black gown as he was promising his chat? But I guess we'll continue to cover this as this train wreck happens, but I also have like 7 other train wrecks to cover this week, so stay tuned for the next video.
Oh,
and also, hey, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. And also, we've been dropping some new collections over on Matt.City.
Godly Lord, dude. I just cannot believe how much of an update we got off of that, to be honest. God Lord, dude. This guy is like, yeah, I guess he's just literally just full sending it. He doesn't care anymore. At this point, he really does not care. True. I feel like he definitely doesn't care anymore. He's just literally ruining his life to the point that there's like no, well, to be honest, there is no turning back at this point, but like he's going over there beyond no man's land, basically. But anyways, that was a very insightful video in my personal opinion. The man started in Japan, ended in Korea, and that's where he'll probably end it there, to be honest. He's just at the point of no return now. Yup. he's beyond. He's gone beyond the stars of the universe at this point, chat. No, he's definitely cooked 100%. There's no way out of this. He's already been charged already. He's already admitted or so 2 charges already, and then we still have more. I would assume we're getting another. Are we getting another court case? I think we're getting another court case this month or so with him. Either this month or the next month. It's one of those two. Too late now. Make him go to North Korea. Who knows what they're gonna do with him? To be honest, at this point, you know. But yeah. Anyways. That's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff. It is very amusing to hear this, to be honest, to kind of like learn, you know, what new update we've been having about this. Yeah, make sure you say bye-bye to the YouTube frogs, you know. Bye-bye to YouTube. Bye. But yeah. Anyways, like I said, this is probably not even the end of the Johnny Somali saga either. So we'll definitely be seeing more. There's definitely going to be a lot more shit that we'll be talking about. But yeah. Anyways, that's the end of the video. And peace.